Welcome back. We've had quite a year this year, and our own Shannon Becker has been with us all the way.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and right now it's time for you to take a look back at the big three stories of the year.
So now we go beyond the big three on our website, KOAM News Now. If you click on there, you'll see the top 10. And then we got like some bonus stories too, and they're all in order. So it's about 20 you'll see in all. But let's take a look at the big three right now. Number 3 for the year. It was late October. I had a friend who was actually on the train, 160 people, Silver Dollar City train. It overturned, derailed. Out of the 7 cars, 5 of them derailed, and a lot of people were just thrown out into the dirt. If you can believe it, only one person, I think they had moderate injuries, you would call it. No one was seriously injured that had to require stay in the hospital. They are still not running the train as of now, but I'm sure that will come up in this next year. It's one of those rides that everybody's been on the train. You've been on the train, right?
Yeah. And they have the story of the bald knobbers and the moonshine stop and the train. I wonder if they got to the robbery part before this happened. I don't know. You know, maybe they were trying to get away from the bald knobbers. But I remember as a kid going and being mortified. I couldn't imagine if the train actually derailed or something like that. But my friend, her and her husband, they were not injured in that. But we appreciate them for letting us use that footage. So that is our number 3 story of the year. All those links are on our website. Number 2 story, it's a story that we broke first. We started talking about it a couple of days in advance. Ashley Bush, 33-year-old pregnant woman from Maysville, Arkansas. I received a tip that something was up with this missing lady. And then someone had told me, look in McDonald County, because it was an ongoing investigation, but didn't know everything until the day it was announced that Ashley Bush had been murdered in McDonald County, and the baby had been cut from her womb. Actually, if the story goes a little bit deeper, and we'll hear more about it as the trial and different things unfold, they took the baby from her and they tried to rush the baby, who was not breathing, to a hospital in Neosho. On the way, they met Freeman Ambulance and some McDonald County deputies, tried to revive the baby in Longview, Missouri. A baby did not survive. The coroner then took custody of the baby, took the body, and the next day, this is what a lot of people don't know, the Watermans actually had a funeral for the child, claiming it was theirs. Then the following day, they were arrested, and that was the day that we were there at the residence. The tragic story, you can read more on our website, KOAM News Now. And our number 1 story, I feel like there's a lot of tragedy today, right? 3 Joplin police officers were in an exchange of gunfire with a subject at the Buckle. 2 of them died. It was March 8th, and a story that still continued to this very day. I know I was there moments after it happened. I happened to be on range line, and we waited about 2 hours before we let anybody know about this, because it's one of those, I knew that they would be going to get the officers' wives and families, which they did, and I knew that they had done that. I know this was a particularly tough one for you to cover.
Yeah.
I mean,
they were my friends.
You've built such a relationship with the police force too.
And it's very, very tragic. The suspect died in an exchange of gunfire with Captain William Davis, who was not injured. Officer Rick Hershey has recovered. He actually helped the kids back to Christmas toys this year. There's another chapter right now. It was a couple of weeks ago. It was Quality Memorials have created a bench that will go where the shooting occurred, there in front of Kohl's, in front of the Buckle. They've laid the G&H Concrete donated money and time. They laid the concrete pad while we were there. And then there's a bench. Also, Mount Hope Cemetery has helped as well. There's a bench that's been created, and it will be placed there coming up in the next month or 2 in memory of Corporal Ben Cooper and Officer Jake Reed, who both died of their injuries because of what occurred there that day. So that'll be a permanent memorial there where it occurred. So, you know, that's nice and all, but I had said it earlier, you know, it's so sad to think, you know, that our friends are still missing their family, and they'll miss them forever on that tragic, tragic day. So. It's our big 3 stories.
Thank you so much for covering those and staying on top of things.
All right. Thank you.
We'll send you out the door again.
Off to 2023. Here we go.
There we go. All right. We'll be right back.